Alright. Hello, people. Smash Keys here playing Shadowrun Returns. Right? Episode... whatever we're on. I'm just playing a whole bunch all at once. Got myself a little drink. Now I'm back to do what I was doing. Solve Sam Watts. Remember him? Forgot about him. Was reminded of him last episode. So, now we're back. See, I just forgot our quest. Return to Coyote, deliver the stones to Mr. Delilah. I can't sell them, right? Oh, Mr. Delilah? Yep. So he's a fixer. Gave Coyote her job to go steal these stones. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs trying on a new arm. Your run went south for her. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So, who are you two? Smash Keys. He's Paco. Guys that got your goods. What difference does it make? This is Coyote's boyfriend Paco. I'm Smash Keys. Smash Keys. He's Paco. Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones. So. Oh, man. So, Coyote did a job for this guy. We don't know the particulars, right? Could be magic, could be demon blood. Who knows? We don't know. I don't want to mess up Coyote's deal, so I'm going to give him the stones. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. That's the one. He pockets it. Okay, you done good, but you're late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Deal. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like a sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little well, I got a crew of one. Paco? Oh, he's right there. I was so scared. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me, I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Well, looks like you impressed him. Now, a fence for those gems. Van Grass, follow me. Paco, don't be pretending like you're the... Boy thinking he run my gang. I'm Smash Keys. This is Smash Keys' gang. It's not the Paco gang. Hey, Van Graff, I got some gems for you. Wait, I like to stand directly behind the people I'm talking to. Van Grass. Fiddling with his cyber eye while nodding on his PDA. Noodling on his PDA. He's playing draw with friends. Yeah, the clue was spaghetti. So he's drawing spaghetti for his friend. The friend has to guess spaghetti. If the friend guesses spaghetti correctly, then they both get a point. And then the friend takes a turn to draw something silly, like a polar bear or what have you. You're back. Still busy. What's your story? You have some pretty things to sell. We have some pretty things to sell. You'll want to see them. We need to find some stones. You the right guy? I can see you're a busy man. See? Gotta treat him like a boss. He nods his head. That's right, and so I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come in possession of these rare stones. You have his intention. Rare stones, huh? Let me see these rare stones. You hear the... Ooh. Oh man, that's so much. You hear the servos in Van Grass's cyber eye whir as magnifying lenses slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. I thought you said you were a busy man. Look into my eyes, Van Grass. Etiquette academic. Did the software in your HUD appraise the value of the stones? Yeah. Sounds good, I guess. I don't know nothing about stones. Done. Give me your cred stick. Alright. Return to Coyote. So I got paid. I don't care about Coyote. Wyvern's Tooth. That's a cool name for a bar. What's that sign say? Tasty perfection. Nerps. What is Nerps? Look at her dance. Alright. Paco? Oh, Paco's gone. Hey, Coyote. Hey, Coyote. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch them with me? You know someone named Jessica? Her brow froze. No, why? It's the name of Sam's sister. Jessica Watts. Yeah. You mentioned her once. It didn't sound like they got along that well. Your comlink oh, it's the guy who's selling orphans. Your comlink chirps and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. He's smiling. Must be about money. All the cops on the take as happy as you. Talk. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this one. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. Alright. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Alright. See you when I get back. I don't need your help. See you around. Thanks. I appreciate your help. I'm a nice guy. I feel, despite all my, what's the word? Cavalier attitude towards death and, dismemberment. I feel like, in general, on the whole, I'm a pleasant person. Open the door. Open the door. Should have been able to fast travel from there, but that's okay. Let's get out of here. Come on, run faster, Smash Keys. Why are you so slow? Hi, Mrs. Kubota. I'm on an adventure. I feel like she needs to know when I go on an adventure, just so she doesn't worry. Take a cab to the South Seattle docks. Confirm. Never been to Seattle. Looks pretty, though. The South Seattle... Well, not this Seattle. This Seattle looks awful. The South Seattle docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. The layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters for the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on the small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Continue. Autosave. Good. Hello? Hey, it's the Dodo from Grand Theft Auto. Is that like Grand Theft Auto 3? Man, I'm old. Is that a gnome? Excuse me, sir. You? No, you're just a dwarf. I'm sorry. The Dodo from Grand Theft Auto, where you take a broken plane. It's really, really hard to fly because it ain't got no wings. Who's a streetwalker? Why? Right behind everyone. That's how I talk to people. Hey, you looking for a good time? I need an adult. Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Alright, okay, well. Maybe if I was more handsome, I don't know. Talk to me. Maybe I have no money to pay her? Like, offer a bribe or whatever? Hello? Halt! Ooh, scary. Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You're looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with Lone Star on a crime scene investigation. Jesus. Investigation in the NTSB warehouse. I'm looking for my kitty cat. Here, kitty. I'm the maintenance guy. This is my first day. Yeah. Sure you are. And I'm Loftware, the king of dragons. Beat it. Alright, well, okay, let's figure a new way in, I guess. Can I just, like, shoot him? Is that I feel like that should always be an option. Hey, streetwalker, you're the only person I can talk to. You better have an answer. Stand right close to you. Hey, you looking for a good time? Why is she Patrick Warburton, too? Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. $20. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction, and I've got to get back to work and earn some real new yen. Right. Just bought a guard a hooker. I've done worse. Can I just, like, climb over? This looks like a thing I can get through. No? Okay. I'm sorry. Get out of here. Well, it's a great distraction, but Oh, hey. Detective Smash Keys is on the case, ma'am. Hey, that's mine. Oh, raised ye a pack of wolves. What the ladder there is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? I'm not taking it far. Just need a little booster over the fence. Oh, you're breaking into the NTSB warehouse too? If you see any of them airplane blankets or pillows, snag me one. Yeah, sure. Optional quest. Snag him a airplane blanket pillow. There we go. Why was that a load screen? Alright, let's so we can go through there. What kind of quest we got? Get into the NTSB, so that's where we have to go. Let's just take a little peeky poo around. Can't go too far that way because he might see us. Get up there, maybe? Ooh, helicopter. Can I steal you? I feel like that should always be an option. Thievery and murder is always an option in role-playing games. Right? Okay, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Head inside. Head inside. You're about to transition to a new location. Confirm. Press shift and enter to immediately end your turn. Alright, no thank you. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim, with uniforms everywhere and no one stops you at the door. Seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. I guess having a Ood walk around isn't that odd. Detective Aguirre? Took your sweet time, didn't you? Look, man, I had to climb a fence and stuff. Bribe a hooker. You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate that he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Yeah. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Alright. Is that McCluskey? I feel like that's McCluskey. Is that where I go? Let's hold off for a second, because I feel like that's not the whole truth. You know? No? Can I not? Hey, Dresden? Bro?
Smash Keys. Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyways, surprise. We've got another Ripper victim on our hands.
Looks like business is good for a dial-a-morgue these days. So what's the story on this one? Looks like you've been putting some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Take a little drinky poo. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death. Quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine what the nature of the surgery was. Nice. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is Officer McCluskey getting any closer? How's Officer Aguirre doing? Sounds like the Ripper has taken a different trophy. Sam's liver, guy's lungs. Any theories? Who is that woman over there? Yeah. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was a massive damage to the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. And the eyes, and probably Sam Watts' liver. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplant relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other 2. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Like, I can tell. McCluskey getting in closer. McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing? Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get the gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take their money? Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Who's that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next to kin, I think. I'm going to go look around. Good luck out there. Who's this? Shannon Halfsky. Hello. Hello, beautiful. You're not a cop. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by the recent journey to answer me. Oh, that's spooky. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and follow my brother's spirit to rest. I cannot read words. Why did I pick the game with the most words? All the words, in fact. Might as well be books. Were there any other witnesses? No, not as far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant that you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be able to help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. That is spooky. I do not like this. Lone Star won't let me in there, but he seemed to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Find 2 haunted objects. Find 2 haunted objects, investigate the murder scene. So let's go take a peek over here. There's a door over there. Can I open? Hello? Ghosts? Spooky ghosts? There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the planes at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. You find nothing interesting about the shoe pile. Well, I'm happy I dug through the shoe pile then. Oh, more garbage. It's hard to say whether this heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seemed to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with this stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. Ooh. The earring is made out of burnished steel. Burnished? Is that a word? Burnished? Formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 new yen is added to your account. Alright. Stealing from the dead. Not above that. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go this way. Run, smash keys, run. This door. Go to this door. Wait, go over here. What's over here? Oh, it's a bathroom. Man. Can you walk where I want you to? Open this door. Hello? Spooky ghosts? Computer? Is there a ghost in the computer? Ghost in the machine? The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Read the notes for the case file 95. Case file number 95. Federal Boeing jetliner IDN blah 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 blah. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th. The pilot reporting that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate. Alright. The pilot cannot be contacted or located. The pilot radios in a mayday. The co-pilot radios in a mayday. The plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. So I'm assuming the pilot was dead. The file has been corrupted. Notes that appear on the on-screen pertain to NTSB case file 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near UCS and a Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigators' notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. I'm very sad for myself. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Oh. Man, I clicked too fast. Oh, it's gone. Oh, can I read it again? No. I'll have to go back to the tape and see what that said. Probably nothing super important. Oh, open. Is there somebody hiding in the locker? Huh. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mints and cigarettes. This appears to be the victim... Oh, inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off the little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. So, ghosts exist within Shadowrun. So, that's a thing. Let's go talk to the Pocahontas lady. That's kind of racist. I feel racist. Shannon Halfsky. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you've found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me too long to... What the hell is this? Oh, McCluskey. You can't tell who I am. I'm wearing an ood mask. Officer Guerry trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister. This is a crime scene, officer, not some sailor's drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Okay, well, I guess I'm leaving. Okay, Shannon, can you talk to the ghost, please? The man was an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful that you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Or spirits? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Really? I feel like we're really close. Like super, super close. We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for the evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under the cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, sure. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where we can find those kinds of people we need to meet. You can say that. Ooh, money. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside the leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Well, possibly they will. Investigate the murder scene, return to the seamstress's union. Can I just leave this way? Do I have to climb over the fence again? You start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps, and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Hoy, Smash Keys, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by a Lone Star, same old thing. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. Did you really just call me to talk to me about this? I remember. Wiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him out, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. Okay. Maybe. That's what Mrs. Kubota calls it. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. You know the deal, Coyote. I work, I get paid. I'm working for the Ripper thing. I can't get distracted. I'm on my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. I hope this isn't one of those games like Fallout 1, right? I haven't played Fallout 2, so I hope it's not like Fallout 1 where I can literally shoot myself in the foot and have a game over by doing other quests. Like, most RPGs have that element of you do a quest, like, the main quest will wait while you're doing side quests, right? But Fallout wasn't like that. They're like, no, if you piss around doing all sorts of other things, the game will end and you'll lose. So, anyway, that's probably a good little place to wrap up, right? Come back another day. Thank you for watching Smash Keys playing Shadowrun Returns, right? I'm enjoying it. I like the world of Shadowrun, the kind of dystopic, cyberpunk, futuristic, kind of dog-eat-dog world that's going on. Not so much the ghosts, you know? Can't really take a place that has ghosts seriously. I'm like, ooh, spooky. So now we have to come back and hold a little seance to talk to spirits. Well, to each their own, alright? Well, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. If you like Shadowrun, let me know. Have you listened to any Shadowrun podcasts recently? There's a couple. Maybe I'll write them all down and tell you all the ones I listen to next episode. Thank you for watching, and you have yourself a nice day.